What tools do you need to successfully run your Pinterest VA business? I'm glad you asked, and today's video is all about the bare minimum tools I use in my business, some free, some paid, to run my Pinterest agency. Now, not all of these are stuff that you can go out on the internet and buy. Some of them are things that I have created. So just a full transparency there. If you want them, you can have them. The links to everything will be in the accompanying blog post once it's published, as well as the description down below. So why don't we dive right on in with my work wife, my favorite tool. I will pay for this tool for life. I pay $324 a year for it for 3 paid seats. So this is 3 full people I pay for, and that is ClickUp. I use ClickUp for everything from content planning, client management, onboarding, offboarding, general tasks, all of my project marketing or project management for my marketing, as well as my membership, all happens inside of ClickUp. It is by far the best tool I have ever invested in, and I love it. So I have created resources inside of ClickUp for Pinterest. I have created content planning and social media templates in there that I share readily with my community, Pin Profit Academy. So if you want any of those, you can definitely grab them. Now, my second favorite tool that I use and love is Honeybook. I have to have a tool that I can use to actually send invoices, send contracts, and house everything in one place. Now, I use Honeybook in conjunction with ClickUp. Honeybook is kind of the first line of defense for me for anyone that is interested in working with my company. They will book a free call with me on my website, or I'll send them the link to do so. And then from there, everything kind of flows on through. So we have proposals, invoices, full packages, we have brochures set up in there, and I use Honeybook to use their full scheduling system. So all of their calendar scheduling syncs right to my Google Calendar. It adds a Zoom link for me, and I just love this feature and capability. So I use Honeybook, Zapier, and ClickUp all together in conjunction to onboard and manage my clients. Now, I just mentioned Zapier. I love Zapier, and some people might be confused how I use these kind of in conjunction. I did publish another video, or there's going to be another video coming up depending on how this timeline plays out, but I detail in that video how we use Zapier with ClickUp and Honeybook to automate and streamline the whole process of onboarding and managing clients. It is always ever evolving, but right now I really am digging the way that I have it set up, where ClickUp houses the onboarding form. ClickUp also has an onboarding list where all of that information dumps into as soon as the client is done with it. That way I don't have to go to Honeybook and find their form that they filled out for onboarding. And I also don't have to go to Honeybook and see if they paid their invoice, because ClickUp will tell me. I use Zapier. You don't have to have the paid plan as long as you're using very few things in Zapier to make this work. So if you're a new business owner and you're looking to automate in the beginning, you can have up to 5 tasks per month for free forever, never having to input your credit card ever into Zapier. And I was on that free plan until January of 2022 when I finally upgraded because I was ready and had outgrown my free plan. The next tool that I use for communication is Slack and Gmail. So I actually have my email turned on inside of ClickUp, so I don't have to leave ClickUp to communicate with clients for anything if I don't want to. Now I do, obviously, I still go to my inbox and manage emails there, but I readily use ClickUp to email clients to and from ClickUp, and then the entire team can actually see that communication thread, and it's not just limited to my inbox. Now, on the flip side of that, as a team, we do use Slack, and I'm not on a paid plan for Slack as of yet. However, I'm probably getting close to needing to upgrade to have a paid plan. But for now, I do like Slack. I do add clients into their own Slack channels so we can communicate back and forth and have a quicker line of communication and peel me, the agency owner, out of the day-to-day stuff. The next one is Google Drive for all things storage. I actually pay for a Google Workspace upgraded plan. So I have 2 terabytes of Google storage. That way my team member that is in Europe, as well as any of my team members that are here in the United States, have access to everything that they need inside of my business to work on my clients on my behalf. I love Google Drive. I have tried every other box. I've tried Dropbox. I've tried them all. And I keep coming back to Google because I do use Google for my email and everything else, so I just prefer Google Drive. You don't have to have a Google Workspace account in order to utilize Google Drive in your business, but if you are going to use Google Drive for business, I would suggest at least adding on one of their paid plans to give yourself more storage because you are gonna quickly run out on one of their free plans. I also use Google Workspace to host my email addresses, so all of my @heatherfarris.com emails are actually hosted on Google. That way we can all use Gmail to check, send, and receive any emails, which is phenomenal. So, Google fan for life. Next up are automation tools. There's 2 on the list, Tailwind and Planoly. Both of them are a good fit for most everyone that is wanting a Pinterest marketing strategy. Normally our clients come to us with one or the other and we just use whatever they give us. So that's why they're both on the list. Plus, I use Planoly for my own Pinterest marketing and pretty much everyone else uses Tailwind. So I put them both on the list. I think they're both viable options. If you are using these as a Pinterest manager and you are paying for them on behalf of the client, make sure you're adding that into your contract and your invoice, and you are actually invoicing them for that fee. Last thing I'll say about that, if you are paying for the tool on the client's behalf, is when they offboard with you, what's gonna happen to that account? Are you going to change it into their email address and pretty much navigate that whole account over to them and they can maintain it, and they also need to put their billing in for the subscription? Those are all things that you should consider. I actually don't pay for any tools on behalf of my clients. I would prefer they actually set all of that up on their own. And last but certainly not least, Canva. Love it, have to have it, never gonna go without it. It is probably my second work life, and I am in there so much doing things that it's just become second nature for me. I actually just recently created a brand new Canva account so I could organize it exactly the way I wanted it to be organized, and I ended up paying for it for the entire year. I personally will shout from the rooftops just how much I love Canva. They should probably all of these tools should sponsor this channel at some point in time because I love them all so much. Now, that's all that I actually use in my business every day, day-to-day, nitty-gritty tools to manage my Pinterest marketing agency as a Pinterest VA. Now, if you're not a Pinterest VA and you are looking to use any of these tools, they're highly relevant for you too, probably just not Planoly and Tailwind. Well, maybe they are if you're Instagram, if you're a social media marketer. But these are definitely good whether you're a VA or whether you're just doing your own marketing. These would be good for you in your business to help you to streamline and better optimize things so they work for you and you're not working harder. That's it for this week. If you liked this kind of content about Pinterest VAs, can you leave me a comment down below and let me know what you'd like to learn further? What else do you want to know? I'd be happy to share. And in the meantime, if you need more Pinterest marketing strategy, head right on over here and watch away. See you next time.